What's up, my friends? We're back with another one, and today we have the GKD Bubble. That's GameKitty's version of a 2024 Sega GameGear. Usually I do all the talking before I open the box and explain everything about it. This time, let's just take a look at it while we talk. It's an RK3566 chip device, so it's going to play basically everything up to PSP. It has inline shoulder buttons, has a diamond layout, face buttons. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the 6-button layout, but it does have a circle style D-pad over here. So we're going to take a look at everything together. First, we're going to go real close, feel these buttons and D-pad, and then we're going to turn it on, take a look at the UI, see how things are laid out, and then we'll play a few games, see if it's something worth buying. It was a little surprising to see that all we have inside the box is the device itself and a quick start guide. We don't have any screen protector, and we don't even have a charging cable. So I have 100 of them already, no big deal. So I'm going to put this aside. We're going to take a quick look at this quick start guide. It folds out this way, so I'm going to go page by page here for you guys. That's the start page. Here we go with the layout of the device. Feel free to pause that, take a look at everything. It just shows all the buttons, all the I/O. This screen is 3.5 inches, if I didn't mention that already. IPS display, full viewing angles. Here we are with the common operations. Feel free to pause that. And then here's a QR code for you to scan if you feel like it. And then we have some frequently asked questions right here. And then we actually have a warranty certificate on here. That's not something I've seen before. I don't know if it's worth filling out and sending in. Let me know what you guys think about that. This is from GKD. I got this at Keep Retro. If you guys are interested, I'll have a link in the comments and in my description. So now let's take a look at the device. So before we turn it on, let's just take one more close look at this device and see all its features in all their glory. This D-pad right here is amazing. It's a legit circle style D-pad. If you can see that, this is different than the style D-pads that Ambernick is putting on their Sega inspired handhelds and their new ones like the cubes. This D-pad feels like it's going to work the way it should. It looks like it's designed the way it should be. And I have a few other controllers like the 8-bit do ones that did it right, and a couple others that I might pull out later in this video. So yeah, D-pad, thumbs up for that. Face buttons, same thing. Beautifully done. I like the concave. It's just a unique decision, but it works great and it feels great. Obviously, I'd be playing with my thumb, so that's how you'd see it. But up close, just take a look. They don't bottom out. They're nice and snappy. Good silicone membrane. They feel like high quality buttons. They don't feel hollow. They feel really good. The plastic on the device feels premium. It feels really nice. I'm not sure how it comes off on camera, but it just feels thick, solid, and has a nice little texture to it. It's just really nice. The ergonomics, nothing too special, but that little bump helps. It feels good. It feels really great in the hands with your thumbs going right into these little thumb rest areas. It's just perfect. The switch style thumbsticks, right where I want them to be, and they're recessed like they should be. It doesn't interfere with the D-pad when I'm doing my Hadoukens and Shoryukens. The thumbstick's not in the way like it is with so many other handhelds, like this right there. So that's another bonus for this right here. The inline shoulder buttons are my least favorite thing about this. They are silicone membrane, which is kind of cool. I like it, but I think there might be just a little bit too much travel on them, and they're a little bit wobbly. So this is one thing I kind of try to tell people sometimes too, is silicone membrane buttons aren't always quieter than clicky buttons or mechanical switches. I mean, listen to that. There's a lot of snappage there. They don't rattle too much, but there's a lot of snappage there. So yeah, same with the face buttons. Like if you press these, you know, they make noise. People just kind of ignore that and want to complain about clicky buttons. But honestly, I do like silicone buttons better. When they're done right, like they are here, I just don't mind the sound. It is what it is. These ones just feel a little bit wobbly when you're pressing them. It might just take getting used to. So I'll have to see about that. Anyway, that's pretty much it for the device. We have the I/O here. We have power. We have a mini or a micro HDMI, 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. Our system TF card look like a reset button. Our shoulder buttons. On the bottom, we have another TF card slot, and it has that cool little notch so you can pull it out easier. GameKitty did that with the GKD Pixel as well. We have another USB-C port right here. That's for charging. This one right here is for, oh, we only have one USB-C port, okay. And then we have our volume down and up right here. We also have screws on this device on the sides instead of the back. So we have 3 on the bottom, we have 3 on the top, and then we have 2 on each side. So it's going to take a total of 10 screws to open this thing up. Hopefully there'll never be a need to open it up other than maybe to replace these thumbsticks. You know, this D-pad is one of those things that probably wouldn't be easy to repair if it breaks. So hopefully it's a decent quality and it lasts. But other than that, I think we're good to go. Let's start this thing up and take a look at the UI. All right, let's start this up. When you first start it up, you're greeted with like a old school style layout, similar to the old Ambernick devices with open dinguks. Just a bunch of different tiles that you can choose with tabs on the top. But there is Emulation Station on here, and that's pretty much what I'm going to focus on. I'll just move through this first menu and show you it before we go into Emulation Station and play a few games. So you can see Emulation Station is right there. We're in like the app tab right here, which is the very last tab on the top. Shoulder buttons move through the tabs. So let's just move all the way to the left. And here we are with standalone emulators, and these are all arcade. You know, Final Burn Alpha, Final Burn Neo, MAME, Naomi, and then we get into the handhelds. Right here we have Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Game Boy, PSP, Nintendo DS, Neo Geo Pocket Color, Sega GameGear, Wonder Swan Color, Game & Watch, and Pokemini. Here we have the consoles, Famicom, Nintendo. You see them all, guys. You know what's going on here. We have all the games, all the systems in here, and even on this one you can scroll down. There's a bunch more, as you can see. Even Virtual Boy. Next section is DOS, Java, PC98, ports, and ports. Look at that. There's Shredder's Revenge in here. All right, so we have Easy RPG, Pico 8, Fake Pico 8, or Fake 08. Easy RPG, a bunch of stuff. And then here, I'm not sure what this is. It looks like a video player there. I've already set this thing to be in English, but certain things just stay in Chinese for whatever reason. I'm not sure why. And a lot of the things are in English and Chinese now, like before everything was in Chinese. So it's a little bit interesting trying to find the language setting on here. So here's some kind of file structure or folder or app or whatever. And here we are with the basic apps. We even have a shutdown app right there. Some other apps, looks like that's an update app. It's in Chinese, so I can't tell you exactly what it says. Some kind of macro app. App to set the Wi-Fi settings, a bunch of stuff in the settings. Let's just go in there real quick and look. You can do There's where I found my language. A bunch of things in there. I'm not even sure where the brightness is right now, but I'm going to leave that alone for this video. We'll probably do a deeper dive later. Let's just go into Emulation Station and see how some of these games look and play. So it starts up pretty quick. I'm wondering if there's a way that we can shut this thing down and have it start up directly in Emulation Station. There might be, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. If somebody else knows, let me know. All right, here we are. Real familiar with this kind of layout. This theme is different than what I'm used to, but okay, we press the shoulder button and it seems like it's just moving through them randomly. It's not going alphabetical order. So if we press to the right, yeah, we have alphabetical order here. So let's just start somewhere. Let's just get to an A or whatever is going to be at the beginning. There we go, stars, favorites. So there's nothing in the favorites. We have history, tools. What do we have in tools? You can get into RetroArch and PSP and ScumVM right here. Arcade, so we're starting with arcade. I'm not sure how many games are in each one of these, but there are thousands of games on here. There's 2 memory cards. I think that's 128 and that's 64. But let's just move through the different systems. The Atari 2600, 7800, Sega Dreamcast, and there's kind of a lot of games in here for Dreamcast compared to what you would normally see on a retro handheld. A lot of good stuff. All right, Easy RPG, Final Burn Neo, Game & Watch, Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Sega GameGear, and take a look at that device. Does it look interesting? Does it look familiar? All right, Lynx, MAME, MSX, Naomi, Neo Geo, N64, Nintendo DS, Nintendo Entertainment Center, or System, I should say, Open Beats of Rage, PC Engine, or TurboGrafx 16, PC Engine CD, PC 9801, PS1, PSP, Pokemini, ports, ScumVM, Mega Drive 32X, Sega Master System, Sega Mega Drive, or Genesis, Sega Saturn, that's another one I think is going to be great on here. Saturn, Super Famicom or Super Nintendo, And then we have vertical. So I think that's pretty cool. You can play your games in vertical like this. It's not the most comfortable, but it actually works. It's not too heavy. It's not too top heavy. Virtual Boy, Wonder Swan Color, and back to favorites. So there we are. Now I'm just going to go through the different systems, pick a couple games to play, and do a little gameplay for you guys. All right, let's do this. I think Sega GameGear is a good place to start. So let's just start with something like Sonic the Hedgehog 2. So you can start with a save state if you already have one. We don't have one yet. So check out the bezel art and the dot matrix filter. Or dot filter, I'm not sure what it's called, but it looks good. I just wish that Game Gear overlay could just be shifted down right there and this Game Kitty logo wasn't there. It's no big deal, I kind of like it, it gives that retro vibe, but having the two overlays together is a little bit weird. Let's just start this. I don't know this game very well, probably played it once or twice. Speakers sound good, stereo speakers, down firing. What? Whoa. D-pad feels good, nice and responsive. Face buttons feel fantastic, really good. Alright, here we go. Instinct right there. I didn't know what was going to happen. Oh, come on. You gotta play this game a few times to know what to do. Obviously. There's nowhere to go. Hopefully I don't land in the lava. Alright. Oh, that was the first level? Okay, maybe we'll try one more. I want some loops. Just give me a couple loops and then we'll move on to something else. Extra man. Uh-oh. Should I go down there? Get these coins first. Not like it matters. It seems like right when you fall in the lava, you lose basically all your coins. Let's just go for it. Like that right there. No coins left, see? That's lame. Yeah, this is no Sonic 2. It's not as fun as, you know, legit Sonic 2 on Genesis or Mega Drive. Alright, we went through 2 levels. We didn't get any loops. That's okay. Let's move on to something else. Let's show you how you exit a game right here. So we're going to press this button right here at the top. Straight into the RetroArch menu. And you got everything you need right here. I'm just going to close... I could just close content, but I'm going to back out like this. And I'm going to return to desktop. It's basically the same thing as saying quit RetroArch. Just brings you right back to where you were. So we have a whole bunch of stuff in here. For Game Gear, let's just do a little, what, Streets of Rage? What do we have? Streets of Rage 2? Sure. Even though, again, it's going to be much better on Genesis, we're just doing it for the love of the Game Gear and the form factor of this handheld right here. These small screens are more suited for these portable games, these handheld games, because the writing on the screen is much better, but the console games are a lot more fun to play. Definitely more fun when it comes to this game. Alright, so I gotta remember just a 2-button system. Punch and jump, right? Yep. Damn. I'll zoom in for you guys on the next game. Just move on a little bit here. Yeah, this is great. I'm sure I could get the screen brighter, but the screen is nice and bright for me, and I'm looking at it at a really far angle right now. I'm looking at like a 45-degree angle in order to keep it flat for the recording. Oh, she just threw me over. Or, I don't know if this is a dude or a woman. I always wonder. I think the name says it's a male name, but I always thought this was a female. And I always felt bad, like I don't want to hit a female. Alright, so yeah, let's move on to something else. So we're going to exit, close content. If we do that, see we're still in RetroArch. You're going to get to this point where it says load core, just press up, get to the bottom right there, return to desktop. think that's enough for Game Gear now. Let's try a couple other systems. Let's just try some Sega Genesis. And we'll do some Sonic 2. Perfectly 4x3. Look really nice. Got some scanline filter on. It looks good. I like it. Oh, well. Oops. Ouch.
Rise from your grave. Power up. Power up. Welcome to your doom.
House of the Dead. The screen is getting really dark. Oh, I thought it was just a intro. My bad. See, this is where modern emulation would make a big difference, to take that C button, ABC, and bring it up here so I could shoot and reload at the exact same time. I'm not having a fun experience on a Sega Saturn with House of the Dead on this. Let's try something else. I don't even know how to get out of here. Okay, there we go. We got the Yaba Sanshiro menu by pressing start and select. Let's just exit. Let's try something else. Super Famicom. Donkey Kong Country. Let's go in here. We have Street Fighter 2 right there. Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Let's just do that right there. See if we can pull off the Hadoukens, Shoryukens, Hurricane Kicks. We should be able to do that with this D-pad. Very easy to pull off. Almost too easy. I tried to do a Shoryuken there and I didn't get it though. There it is. I'm surprised he didn't get me there. One more round. It's a good D-pad. I'm smashing my knuckles on this table in order to try to give you guys a close look the way I'm set up. So I'm always making excuses, but it's a good D-pad. If your hands are in the right positions, you're going to get a Shoryuken whenever you want. Did I do a Hurricane Kick? Struggling with it. I struggled with the Hurricane Kick. Let's do one more round. Get that Hurricane Kick. It's probably going to be Chun-Li, and she always kicks my butt. Nope. Awesome. Just want to pull off a Hurricane Kick. There it is. Alright, we're good. This D-pad's great. It really is. It's my favorite D-pad of any retro handle. It blows the Arc D out of the water. And I'll show you that later. We'll compare the two at the end of the video. I'm going to compare this with the Arc D and then with a couple other handheld or controllers I have that have circle pads. I can't find my 8-bit Duo one right now. It's in a bin in storage. I was doing some reorganizing, so I don't have that on hand. I wish I did right now because it would be a good, because it's a good D-pad. The 8-bit dude did a good job. I think we're good with Dawson, but might as well just beat him on this second round. I'm gonna play a fireball game. I don't know what happened there. Shoryuken. Alright, we're good. Oh, I was off to the side. Let's try something else, my friends. Turtles in Time? Sure, why not? It's another good one for this type of D-pad. Yeah, it's good for the beat 'em ups. Feels really good. Walking those circles, no problem. One thing I wish this had was the run feature. You know, when you press double forward. On this one, you have to hold forward down to run. Like that, and I don't like that. I like to be able to control my run like that. It's so much better. Alright, yeah, Street Fighter, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, all that. Good stuff for this D-pad. Alright, let's try something else, my friends. What next? Should we try a couple of the harder hitting games like systems? Like, let's do some PSP. Let's see what we have in PSP. This is the RK3566 chip. It should run PSP and Dreamcast, obviously. So let's do it. Where is it? Did I skip right past it? PS1. There we are. All right, we're just going to try a little bit of PSP on here. I tested this previously, and God of War ran at 1x with frame skip on, but I loaded OutRun Coast to Coast on here, and I'm pretty sure I was able to get it to run at 2x. So let's just see if we can get that going with OutRun Coast to Coast. It's one of the games I like the most on PSP. I play it a lot, so it's a good one for me to test. God of War is more demanding, so I don't think that will run at 2x. Right now, I think I have this at 1x, so we're going to see what it looks like. Unless it's saved at 2x right now, we'll find out based on the way it looks. And if not, then we'll move it up to 2x just to see if it'll run. Let's see. So I have a save state on here. What are the settings set at? We have it set at 1x. Let's put this to 2x right now with frame skip on. 1, back, and then continue. There we are. It looks like it's going to run all right. Let's just give it a shot. And we'll just drive. Let's see if I can make it to goal. Proper aspect ratio. It's running. This is 2x with 1 frame skip. And yeah. Running well. Nice. Very nice. This is running so nice. Sorry. I'm sorry. Man, only a AA, not a AAA. I sideswiped a couple. I don't like this one. I'm not doing well here. Do you? You see how the shoulder buttons make that snappy sound when I hit them quickly? That's what I was talking about at the beginning of the video. They're definitely louder than some mechanical switches would be in certain scenarios.
That was fantastic. Go through the gate. Let's start.
Oh, I missed the last one. I got a double A instead of a triple A. I only missed one.
Let's start.
Oh well.
What's that?
What's up?
Checkpoint. Keep tapping cards. Let's start. Woo-hoo-hoo. Sonic speed. Run to red.
I'm colorblind red. Yes.
Good boy. Let's start. Woohoo! Oh yeah! Woo-hoo-hoo. Wow! You're so cool.
All right. OutRun coast to coast. Runs like a champ on this device.
Rank A.
I'm happy with an A. I don't like to play this one anyway. I like the actual Flagman series. Should I save that? If my cat hair keeps showing up in this, just ignore it, please. I can't seem to avoid it. It's crazy. All right, you know what? I'm gonna save that as a second state right there. All right. Oops. Save state. I think I have it set so I can press select and R and it'll save state. But let's just get out of here now. Try a couple more games. And we'll call it a day. We're not gonna test God of War, but there it is. What else should we test, my friends? You know what? Let's try a vertical arcade game and see if it's set up to properly work vertically. Press start and see if we're on stage 1 here, unlike 1942, which was stage 32. I was getting shot down before I could even start. Alright. I wish I had turbo on here. Do I? Oh, I think that is turbo, but nah. It's too slow. This is super cool. I mean, I know a lot of the other handhelds out there now have the same feature where you can play in a vertical, but these buttons feel really good too. I'm actually using one of the concave buttons right now, the A button, and it just feels great. It feels really good, especially for games like this where you're just waiting for that machine gun so you don't have to keep mashing the button. This is another thing. You learn how to set up turbo in RetroArch and you could cheat your way through these games and save yourself from getting carpal tunnel. But yeah, we got vertical arcade on here. We have everything we want up to PSP pretty much on here. Just a matter of tweaking the settings a little bit for certain things like God of War on PSP. OutRun Coast to Coast ran well. I was so surprised. But yeah, I'm not very good at shoot 'em ups, and This is just like a little test to show how it works. I think that's good enough for this. Let's go in here. Let's go in here and go back to the horizontal orientation and back out. All right, I hear the ghetto bird flying by, and we've played enough games on this thing. We know what the RK3566 chip can do, what it can play. It's more about the console here, the form factor, the silicone membrane, beautiful circle style D-pad, and the Sega style nostalgia that goes with this. If it's something that you like, do me a favor and check out keepretro.com. They're the ones that made this video possible for me. If you see something you like, maybe order from them. If not, no worries. I'll see you guys on the next video. Drop a like down below if you don't mind. Peace.